everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. Here. The lion. New music so funny. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Let's go! Get in here, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what time it is. I get to see my boy.
We're back.
Let's go. You already know what time it is.
Yeah.
I know it's a different day, but you see the faces. You know who we are. Let's go. Man, let me get on here and share this bad boy.
Come on, people. Oh, yeah.
Come
on in here. So we talk about this game. Talk about the new GOAT.
Oh, yeah.
What did happen. What didn't happen. Some people like love. Some people don't.
Irrelevant. The beautiful man. Oh, man. You
What up,
already
Scott?
know. First. Let's go, Scott. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
We got to talk about that crazy game. Let's go.
Come on.
Here, everybody. Man, my
I thought we was going double overtime for a second, but you know, Patrick said it will not be that way.
Beautiful. That would have been beautiful.
You're absolutely right.
All right, we got to do this thing. We need everybody in here. Sean, my computer's acting up, so if you can go ahead and add everyone in the chat.
Gotcha.
Let everybody know. Let's go. All right, we got to get into this thing. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yay!
Let's go. The greatest show in Northern Virginia. If you haven't heard, now you heard that there is a thing called Let's Talk Football. And we got to get into it, y'all, because it was a fantastic weekend of football. Do you not agree, Sean?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
you talk about
ceremony, the awards on Saturday.
Come on now. You had a little bit of everything. You see your boy Kirk. You see your boy Kirk kind of break it down.
I saw Kirk. Kirk. It was just different things, man.
Look, hold up. Do you know how I saw Kirk?
Oh,
because Catherine had to send me the video 3 or 4 times.
Now you know she was going. If Kirk was doing anything, your girl gonna see.
You know that.
It's a beautiful thing. But I enjoyed the weekend, man. I absolutely enjoyed the award ceremony. I just think it's always great to see the players in a different element, red carpet. You know, I thought it was awesome, man. I mean, Michael Parsons with his flip-flops on because he said he wanted his feet to be comfortable. But we got some great defensive player, of the year. We got, it was just a great things I did not expect. Joe Flacco getting the comeback player of the year. That was great.
The amount of awards the Browns won in
crazy,
general,
right?
I mean, come on, coach of the year, defensive player of the year, comeback player of the year, and you're sitting here like, okay.
Yes.
But shout out to them, man. I think, and I'm glad they did get that because a lot of people sleep on the fact that at one point this was the number 1 ranked defense in the league, and they did that with 5 different quarterbacks. That's not in the same division that had 3 teams go to the playoffs, and one of those teams being the number 1 seed in the playoffs. So
come on.
You got to give Cleveland they respect, man.
You got to, man. You have to. They did. Shout out to them. I thought the entire ceremony was great. I thought all the awards were well deserved. So shout out to everybody who won an award this year to deserve to win an award. The MVP. Did we talk about the MVP?
Come on. I'm glad he got his due. I'm glad. People still talking. You got Shay talk about, the award. What does it really mean? Does it mean anything? Look at his stats. I think if you look at this season,
Yeah, come on, man.
when you look at the body of work in this season,
Talk
when
about
you
it,
look
Sean.
at those big games, those top tier matchups that he made the opposing team look silly, and he didn't have to do it with his leg.
Come on.
This man won it. And
Give
he's
him
won
a-
it
give him
twice.
his props.
He's
Two
won it
times.
twice. Under
Two-time
30.
MVP.
What else you got to say? But he didn't win the Super Bowl. Oh, he did. I'm sorry. One of the greatest quarterbacks of our generation, technically of all time, beat him. I'm sorry he had to go up against that. Like,
Yeah.
give the man his due.
Shout out to Lamar, baby. MVP, well deserved. You already see where me and Sean are at. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. You saw the awards. Who got awards? Defensive player, offensive player. Do you think it was well deserved? All right, Sean, we got to get into it, though. Let's go. What we got?
You already know what it is, man. Hey, look, the people watched it. They were there for it. Super Bowl 58. It had all the glitz, all the glamour. It was beautiful from the very beginning, off the field stuff, commercials, everything, all the way through to the end when the Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers 25-22 in overtime on the last play of the game.
Chiefs.
Look, there it is. They're the GOAT, one of the greatest coaches. They
We
did
said it, though, Sean. Didn't we say it?
Yep.
San Francisco, we knew could do it, but you
Yeah.
can't sleep on Mahomes.
Right.
You can't sleep on Mahomes, man. And shout out to San Francisco because they made it a game.
They did. And
They
you gotta
did.
give them respect. But at the same time, there's so many questions that come from this game because they had a 10-0 lead.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know, there was, I think the Chiefs had 4 fumbles in that game, but I think they only lost like 2. But the Chiefs looked like they were limping through that game. I was telling Kat, the Chiefs looked like they all went to the concert with Taylor and they all flew back that day. They looked like they were just in a rut.
They did.
But the 49ers could not really capitalize on that.
No, and it's crazy because San Francisco's defense was lights out at the beginning. Like first half, they were lights out. And the thing is, they did not do bad. I think, man, it just sucks. The muff punt is what turned it over. What's up, man? The muff punt, I think, in my opinion, is what jacked up the momentum for San Francisco. Because with them getting the ball back, Kansas City just didn't convert, right? Had to kick the ball to you. Then it touches the player. You try to jump on it. Kansas City gets the ball back, I think, at the 10-yard line. You let them back in the game. At that moment, you switched the momentum. And I felt like, what a beautiful game, bro.
Right. And look, like we said, the offense struggled. It looked rough all game. But although the 49ers got out to early 10-0 lead, that defense for the Chiefs, the side of the ball that we have always had questions about, that Chiefs defense shut it down. The later the game went, the more they shut it down. And what we figured out is the Chiefs did the same thing they did to win the last 2 Super Bowls. In the second half, they started running the ball. Pacheco started grinding the ball. Patrick Mahomes started running the ball. Let me stay right here for a second. Patrick Mahomes had 66 yards on the ground.
Come on.
You know what everybody's saying? Oh, man, look at Patrick Mahomes, man. He runs when he has to run. Oh, look at him, man. He's got the ability to run. He's got speed, but he doesn't do it all the time. Look at that. What's different from when Lamar or Justin Fields or any of these other guys run around and get these yards? Just because they have to do it out of necessity doesn't make it any different. We need to stop picking and choosing when we think a quarterback running is a detriment. If he has the ability to elude the defender and get you extra yards or stretch the play,
run or not to run, fake you out, man. This is a beautiful attribute to have. You would want that.
Thank you.
So
man, yeah, people need to get off that though.
Absolutely, man. I'm telling you.
But
Oh, what we say? 49ers stopped running the ball, and once they became one dimensional, yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right. Because once you did that, it literally shifted, and you saw the shift. You knew that Patrick Mahomes was going to be able to keep up, at bare minimum, keep up.
Yeah,
man. When they went into overtime, so what do you think about the overtime rules? Like,
so first and foremost, with these 49ers players coming out talking about, oh, I didn't know the overtime rules. I didn't know that's how it played out. I didn't know any of that. At the beginning of the year, they go through all of this stuff.
Yeah.
You already know that the team that you're playing was a part of the game that changed the rule. Yeah. These are all common knowledge in the league. So for you to use that excuse, oh, well, I didn't know. Well, as soon as you scored and then you realized you didn't win the game and you had to come back on, I bet you knew then.
Yeah.
So that just goes out the window for me. I'm not with that. But to be honest, I think the overtime, everybody could point to a certain moment. I talked to you about this before the camera went on. When they did that coin toss, San Francisco won. They chose to take the ball. What? No. Put Patrick Mahomes out there first.
I don't know
what would you have done, though?
Maybe they thought, but I don't know if I would have done that, only based on the fact that with these new rules, you want to see what the other team does so then you can have a chance to either tie it or score, right. Yours turn to score a touchdown. I just don't know if I would have done it. But, maybe coaches have their way of thinking on that situation. Maybe they wanted to go down, score. I don't know. But the pressure, Sean, did it get to Purdy? Did it get to Purdy, the pressure?
I mean, look, in all honesty, even on that last drive, he drove straight down the field. Now, mind you, they got that penalty that helped them because they got a quick 3 and out, and then they got the holding penalty, and they were able to get the first down. But he was able to drive them. He didn't look exceptionally well. I mean, he threw for, I think, under 250 yards, but he still was able to move that team. But the problem is, and I think Misador hit it on the head, when they stopped running the ball or when CMC was getting stuffed up the middle and they could not rely on that running game, that totally took – I mean, when you force Purdy to beat you, I think that's when we start to see that Purdy isn't bad. But he's a game manager. That's what this game manager thing is. He can extend it. He can make things happen for you, absolutely. But sometimes he will be just that normal guy. And I think that's what happened. But I think, the fact that Debo didn't play a good game. I mean, he had hamstring issues and things like that. He was cramping up. But he struggled. You know what I mean? Purdy didn't get all the help that I think maybe would have dominated and all the help that we've been talking about that he has. But I don't think he played in a bad game. In comparison to Patrick Mahomes, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. No,
what do you think? Bad. It wasn't bad. I don't know. I can't say that. Like, do you think that Purdy's going to be their guy? Like, their guy? Because, 49ers are known to have somebody that can get them there. But if it's up to the coach or the quarterback or having to pay, the good thing is you don't have to pay Purdy. So if you think that he can, I mean, he was close. I mean, let's not get it twisted. He was close.
You got to start asking this question when it comes to San Francisco. They were in the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. And they weren't happy with that because I feel like we asked that question after they lost the Super Bowl with him. Everybody says, is he that guy? Oh, should we get rid of Jimmy G? We see what's happened now. They spent all this draft capital on Trey Lance. That didn't work out. Now they got Sam Darnold. They get the very last pick in the draft that they so happen to have. And then somehow he becomes their starting quarterback.
What's up and get Purdy.
Right. Now it's like, oh, this guy. But unfortunately, the second time in a row, last year it was in the NFC Championship, unfortunately got hurt. This year he gets to the Super Bowl. And again, a couple balls bounce a different way. And we're talking about Purdy as first Super Bowl champ, all this type of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
But it does that little inkling of, Can he? Is he that elite? Does he have what that Patrick Mahomes extra stuff that'll put you over the top? And I don't know. But look, Janae, let me ask you this.
What?
Is the question, is he that quarterback, or is the question, is it Kyle Shanahan? We'll talk a little bit more about this later, but the big game, he can't get that done. What's up with this?
I mean, how many times? Nobody thought there would be a back-to-back Super Bowl, and it has happened. So I don't know, man. But do you get, just like I say, do you get rid of, because it's the same logic, I won't change it because I do it for the Cowboys. Do you get rid of somebody who can get you to the game? It's all the luck of the draw of if you win it or not. But all you got to do is be at the dance to get the dance, right?
Right.
So they're there.
Right.
I mean, you're right. It is a jinx situation, man. Golly.
And for all intents and purposes, they've been in the lead. In the Super Bowl the last time, they were up 20-10 in the fourth. Yeah. They were up 10-0 in this game. They've had the leads notoriously. Kyle Shanahan has been able to get his offense going and having the lead, but it's something with the finish. He can't seem to finish. And now you start putting him in the category with a lot of these old coaches that were great and they can get you to the big game, but you can't get it done. And I agree with your question. Well, if he can't get it done, do you wait for him to get over the hump or do you move on? But if you move on, where are you going to go?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a drop off after that. You know,
I mean, I feel like the good thing about San Francisco is they got money. So they have a young defense. The defense is mad young. Yeah. So they don't got to worry about that on that front. Purdy, like you said, Mr. Irrelevant. You ain't got to pay him right now either. You definitely gonna have to come up on some. No, I'm talking about San Francisco. The defensive players like Greenlaw, Fred Warner. Those players are gonna need to get paid. But I mean, you got Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, Bosa. Yeah. These people are gonna want their money.
Right. And y'all just paid Chase, and he got a sack in the Super Bowl, so he's gonna talk about I want something. So
he definitely gonna want some money.
Good luck with that.
He definitely gonna want some money. But the thing is, you got enough room to work with it. But I think they did invest a lot in this. Brandon Ayuk gonna want some money.
Right. Juwan Jennings
gonna want some money.
He gonna want some money. Yeah.
They're gonna have to make some decisions this year, but they got the money. I think they got it to do it. But
man, if they can hold the team together. Yeah, if they can hold the team together, they are the favorites in the NFC, at least right now, just because if they can keep that squad together. But we've seen how hard that is. But now we got to go to the other side. We hate to say it. This is complete. 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. They have gone and matched. Only think 4 of the teams have done it. The Steelers have done it. The Patriots have done it. The Cowboys did it in the early 90s. And these guys have done it. And honestly, you have to start putting Patrick Mahomes in that category as the greatest to ever do it. I know we throw that around loosely, but 3 Super Bowls. He's been trailing in each of them. He's come back to win each of them.
He's been in 4 out of 5, though. He's been in 4 out of 5. He lost to Tom Brady. I mean, come on, give him a break. He lost to Tom Brady, and then he freaking he didn't make it because of Burrow. But he's been in 4 out of the 5 years and won 3. The respect got to be there already.
Yeah,
and the conversation of the new GOAT should be absolute, because if he continues on this path, come on, they get an actual era. Kansas City Chiefs are the new '90s Cowboy. I mean, come on, like the little. That era, like, come on, they're really doing it.
Yeah, and he's up there with the best to do it. If he does nothing else in his career, just to get, if you look at his 6-year career, it starts with the AFC Championship loss. Then he gets to the Super Bowl and wins it. Then he gets back and loses. Then he loses to the Bengals. Then he gets back and wins. Then he gets back and wins. You're just like, This is his start of his career. He does nothing else. He's a Hall of Famer.
27 years old.
Come on now. You know what I mean? But now I think the biggest question we talked about with San Francisco, can they keep it together? The GOAT is the GOAT. He's straight. He's handsomely paid. He ain't got to worry about anything except that family around him that seems to keep popping up in the news.
Yeah, Travis going to want to get that money. Travis going to try to get a little check. But they do have a young defense. Their defense is completely young. And they don't have, but it also shows the genius. Get rid of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And they win back-to-back championships.
Back-to-back.
When the world is saying, why the heck would you get rid of Tyreek Hill? And they still are able to do it.
They knew what they were doing because it's the scheme. It's the scheme. It's what pieces you could put in, and it really mimics what the Patriots did. If you look at those Patriots teams, who were their receivers? Troy
they
Brown,
weren't loaded.
They weren't a dominant team. They didn't get Gronk and Edelman to the later years.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
They, you know what I mean? So they weren't that. But what I mean with KC is, you got Patrick. We've heard all these rumors. Andy Reid after the Super Bowl, he's done. Let's see if he follows through with that. Kelsey, we've heard those rumors. He's done. He's leaving. How can they keep these guys together? I mean, what's the incentive to come back? I guess is my question.
That's true. I mean, that's a really good question. I really don't know, Sean. I really don't know. Can they keep the band together? I mean, that's the hardest part because, but the thing is, in your mind, if you're thinking it, if take a blank slate and say, no matter who Mahomes has, he can get a Super Bowl. Is he that kind of quarterback? And in my mind, I say yes.
Now, let me ask you this. We just got finished with who was the best part, Tom Brady or Bill Belichick. Now, Tom got a championship elsewhere, and Bill is now at home. Andy Reid might be leaving, and we know he's the brainchild behind the Patrick Mahomes fame and all that stuff. If Andy Reid leaves, is Patrick still going to win? Is he what? I mean, is it one with the other? Is it yin yang? What is it?
You're right. I mean, that's a good question. I don't know because I think that some of those plays are on the whim. Like he's able to create things.
Right.
Create literally from a blank canvas. Create. So I think that it would be a big impact to him that Reid is gone, but he's still Patrick Mahomes. He's the one throwing that ball, and we can all see greatness just with him throwing the ball.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And look, at the end of the day, the Chiefs got it done.
They did.
Beat San Francisco in overtime on the last play of the game today.
Man,
I mean,
what a play. What a play.
Come on now.
It was beautiful. Drove all the way down the field, Sean. And that was that moment where you're like, okay, let's see. And then you see Travis Kelce just, catching, running through. They were hungry to get to that line. It was, and then for Hardman to do it, after all the stuff he's been through, and
he was a Jet.
He was a Jet. And it's like just the excitement on their face after they did it. It was just like, man. But it sucks about Greenlaw though. Dude,
so we watched that when it happened, and you could see he jumps out like he's gonna go on the field, and then it's like, oh, not too soon. Wait. And he comes back, but he's just hopping. And you're like, oh man, he's ready. And then when you see him go back and take that step, you're like, oh no. And I think he's a free agent too.
Sucks.
That at the Super Bowl, no less. That hurts. That hurts.
Man, it really does. I just praying for him. Just pray that he's able to get back on his feet, and that sucks. Surprisingly, Sean Spencer, Chase Young played pretty good in that game on Sunday. He sure did, Ben. He sure did.
About it, Ben.
He did. He played great, better than I've ever seen with Washington.
Yeah.
All
This
that
guy.
hate my boy Sean was giving him.
I want to hear it.
You look like a stud over there.
Look, if he would have got those 2 sacks and got some kind of a Super Bowl ring or something like that, I would have been done.
You'd have been done. You'd have been
done.
sick. You'd have been
All
sick.
all our old players over there. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's okay,
we gotta
Sean.
move
It's
on,
okay.
because I can't talk about Chase
I
potentially
know,
getting a
baby.
ring.
I know.
Yo, we got to move on because there were so many good things in the Super Bowl. I mean, look, Janae, like, let's dive into some Super Bowl storylines right quick. We're going to talk about commercials and moments and all this and that. But let's go first and foremost to that Super Bowl halftime. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Another good one, Janae. What you think?
Oh, man, another great one, man. Sean, I don't know about you, but I felt like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of the songs that he could have done, I just think that he picked the perfect songs.
Absolutely.
That brought you back to where you were when those songs came out.
Right.
You know, he went from the beginning, and then just the stars he had. Man, her playing the guitar. Oh my gosh, just man, having Lil Jon and Ludacris. Man, come on. I mean, Alicia Keys.
Yep.
Man,
yeah.
I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. I've been seeing people that didn't like it. I don't know what they could not have liked about it. If you know Usher and you know his music, you would have thought it was good. But if you don't know him, maybe you didn't, know his music and you didn't. Yeah. But for the people who know Usher, when it first came out, me and Sarah were up dancing like we were kids again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. Obviously, everybody had their, they were looking for this, they're looking for that. And it looked like, because I know, doesn't he have that Vegas residency?
Yeah.
It looked like that Vegas type of performance.
It was super flashy.
All the costume changes and everything. I love that he brought out each song. When he hit that with that nice and slow, I was like, wait a minute.
Man,
ninth grade, baby.
And everybody singing the words. I mean, this is what you want, man. It was
I was in it. I was in it. Look.
Everybody was jamming. It was awesome.
I was in it until my man want to sit here and take his shirt off. And then Kat sit back in her seat, and then all of a sudden you see Kat hop up like, oh, he does that every time. I was waiting for this.
Yeah, he does.
Like,
he definitely shows a little body. He shows a little body yachty.
A little skin. I was like, oh, come on now.
He killed it, man. He killed it. Shout out to Usher. I think they said that they had Jackson State Band playing out there on the drums. Yeah, man. It was awesome, man. Like you said, the costumes, everything. I think the Super Bowl gets better and better and better. I think it was awesome show. Awesome show.
Nicole said, ooh, I loved it.
What's
up, Nicole?
Yes.
It's actually sure, according to Absolutely.
Baby. Let's go. Man, man. Awesome. I was told he was gonna grab someone's woman. He did. He did grab Alicia Keys. That was a little funny when we were younger. You were.
Did you see that? The hand, that's where the hand was going.
I wanted like Swiss feet. You feeling some type of way, but you know what? They said this is what he do. Don't leave your girl around me, True. Play it for real. This is what he said. And he's been doing it all the residency, so I'm not surprised that he was getting a little dance on with Alicia Keys, man. It was awesome.
I don't know. I loved it. I don't know if that. I mean, I get it. I don't know if that counted because I felt like they had something before, but then now you talk about Swiss Beats. I'm like, oh wait a minute, yeah, that actually.
He's got to do it at least once, and I think that he, grabbing the waist and all that stuff. I mean, they was singing the song "My Boo." Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm sure
your name was Usher on Sunday, right, Sean?
Come on.
Man, come on. That's what he said. I'm at home. I'm being Usher's.
Right.
Nah, but it was an awesome halftime show, Sean. It was awesome.
Absolutely. One of my favorites, and I mean, again, just like the one with Snoop and Dre, all the songs you grew up with, this was that same thing, and he really hit everything, like you said. I loved it. I loved every minute.
Had Will I Am up there, man. It was awesome.
Oh Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But look, we got to keep it moving, man. We got to move on. For those of you saw the game, we touched on this a little bit earlier in the game. The early part of the game, the Chiefs were struggling, and it showed. They were frustrated. Chris Jones had to come sit the defense down. He was yelling at them. And obviously, we knew the spotlight was on Taylor Swift and her boyfriend. And her boyfriend had a very slow start, and he seemed to know. And he let everybody know. And it was caught on camera. He got up very close and almost bum rushed Andy Reid in his face, apparently, I guess, telling him, hey, I want the ball, give me the ball, whatever, what have you. Janae, that's not a good look, Janae.
It did kind of look weird. It definitely looked like a weird situation, and I felt like even if you're passionate and you want to talk to him, running up on him like that. But then they also made a point that Andy Reid couldn't hear him, because if you look at the camera, he is looking straight when he comes and grabs his arm, and then surprises him. And, of course, he said he lost his balance. But that big old dude on your shoulder, I just think if you want to get something across, there's a way to do it. And yelling at his face like that in front of the world, right? I understand passion. Passion. And I also know it's not me, and that's him, and that's how he handles it. From the looks, I just didn't think it looked good. Yelling all up in his face and, grabbing him and all that stuff because you want the ball. You're going to get the ball, but stop. No, don't approach him like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to approach if you want the ball. Make your point known, but grabbing his arm and, I know he probably didn't mean to push him, but the narrative looked bad because he was so riled up. Even after it happened, I mean, he's yelling and screaming. It's like, okay, come on, calm down.
Right.
Calm down.
And that, to me, that's the problem I kind of had, because I understand if you're saying he couldn't hear him, because I get it, it's loud, but you weren't stopping. Your momentum was pushing you forward, and you kind of really jolted an older man. And what's so damning to me is when you look at how Andy Reid reacted, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, what is happening right now? He didn't know. Now, maybe he was in the game, he couldn't hear whatever, but he dagged near lifted the guy up. So to me, that's kind of like, Kelsey, bro, like, wait a minute. I get it. And this is the question. This is what I want to ask you, man, being in Black History Month. When does passion get to be borderline like assault? Because A.J. Brown put something out there today where he said, wow, if that was me, I would have already been released. And, I guess, you win, that cures all and everything like that. But at the same time, he really wasn't even reprimanded. Everybody's making excuses for it. Like,
they're not even talking about it, really.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just not a good look. And now we're just kind of brushing it under the rug. Like, when does passion become too much?
Yeah, that's something I would never know. Like I said, I don't play the game, so I'm not as riled up. But I think it just didn't look right. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, Janae. Rumor has it that Andy Reid was talking to catering in the headset. Oh man, and the thing. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Travis Swift. Look. I honestly think that you do get riled up, and I understand. Yeah. But there comes a time when you don't need to be like that. You don't need to be that pumped up that you running into your coach. Just the narrative. It just didn't look good. It didn't look good. I don't care what happened. I don't care if he meant to do it or not. It didn't look good.
And Taylor, sometimes when you see the red flags, you need to adhere to them. It's a little aggressive. Taylor.
Taylor says she's all right. Taylor says she's all right.
Just say
it. Look, like Ben said, Taylor Swift was whispering in that, give it all the keys. Whoop his ass, honey. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I honestly didn't think it looked good. Let us know what you guys thought about that in the comments, because it was just weird. I thought it was very, very weird that it went down like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nicole said Vegas had me second guessing everything, and netting
as the next city.
The betting city. Oh, it's the betting city. Oh yeah. 'Cause they definitely made it look like Kelsey wasn't doing anything. And I don't know if you noticed this, Janae. Towards the end of the game, every single time that they were going for the home run, the game-winning play, if you notice, Kelsey was in the area. Like, you can tell the script was kind of like, get it to Kelsey. They tried the fade, and he just dropped it.
It didn't work.
They wanted it. Janae.
Man, they were saying, Drewski and some girl that he was with, they had bet like $1 million, or they won $1 million off of that, off of Hardman winning or getting the game won. Said that's crazy.
Yeah, I never would have picked Hardman.
Never. That's crazy.
Look, he said, "Oh, I got it." Travis got heated because Andy Reid said Taylor is better tight end than him.
That's jacked up.
We're moving on from that one. We're moving on. And in fact, hey, Kyle, Ben, we're glad you're in the comments. Actually, I went on. Ben had a Super Bowl preview show on Sunday, and I went on there. We actually talked about this. Is Kyle Shanahan cursed? And what I mean by that is we've seen the amount of success that Kyle Shanahan has had. He's been able to get to 3 Super Bowls. He's been in the last 3 NFC championships. They have solidified themselves, the San Francisco 49ers, as by far probably the best team in the NFC for the last couple of years. But whenever it comes to these big moments, even if he has a lead, he always seems to fail. I don't know what it is. Is he cursed? What is the problem, Janae? Like,
I don't know, because I feel like they have good game plans. I feel like he's calling the right stuff. They almost had it, Sean. I can't, down him. But like we were talking about earlier, you can't get rid of him. I mean, he's getting you to the dance. He's getting you there. So even though he may be a little cursed, you got to maybe ride with it. You got to ride with it. Yeah. Because he's getting you to the game. You just got to figure it out. And I think because they were in it with Kansas City, like, it wasn't we thought that they were, San Francisco was going to win in the first half.
Yeah, that's true.
So they just got to figure it out, man.
Certain parts of the fourth quarter, I thought that San Francisco was going to pull it out.
Yes.
So, and that's the crazy.
I was nervous the whole time for Kansas City, because I was like, San Fran's going to win this game.
Well, and so that's the crazy part for me, because obviously we have to ask these questions because Kyle, his record isn't good when it comes down to it. It's kind of almost like Aaron Rodgers, who's 1-4 in championship games. Kyle Shanahan cannot seem to get over that big hump. But then you also have to ask, 2 of the times that Kyle Shanahan has played, well, you have to ask this. All 3 of the times he's played it in the Super Bowl, the quarterback that he's played against is considered a GOAT. He lost to Tom Brady and the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, and then he's lost twice to Patrick Mahomes. So is it really Kyle Shanahan, or is it the fact that he's going up against the GOAT? I mean,
you are so right. I really think it's both. It's both. Because when you get there, the AFC they're good. Their top teams are good. They're not just average coaches. Right. So I think it just matters who's got the ball in their hand last. And if you're going to make sure, that should be the goal. Make sure that Mahomes never has the ball last.
Yep.
Kyle Shanahan's plays not to lose. Yeah, that's true. Rather than to play to win in the second half of big games. You're right. Mm-hmm. I think so too. Kyle finds himself facing off against Kansas City Chiefs. Both times he's gone to the Super Bowl. They seem to have their number. Maybe he needs to face off against a different AFC team. Very true. I mean, if that happens, would you think everybody's got to go through Mahomes now? There should be no question on the AFC side. What's good, y'all? The OG First Ladies of the GB5. Let's go. That's me, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, look, and to that point, how many teams in the AFC were great but got knocked out by the Tom Brady's? You know what I mean? And that's just the same thing we're dealing with now. Yeah. All these great teams, the Buffalo Bills, have had stellar teams over the past couple of years. but it's either the Bengals or the Chiefs. They can't seem to get over that hump.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just those teams. I mean, it was the 49ers in the 80s. You guys in the early 90s, they just somehow seem to keep reloading and keep getting better. And that's where we're at with these guys.
Is it? So are you comfortable with just being in the Super Bowl and not winning? I mean,
Hey,
that's
somebody,
what you're going to have to ask
somebody
yourself.
who hasn't been there in a
You'll
good
take
amount of
it
time.
any day, right? You'll take it any day?
Yes. I will gladly be your next victim.
I'll take it too, man. Trust me. If I can just get 2 games, y'all, 2 more games.
Come on. Can I just get to the playoffs? I mean, come on now.
Playoffs?
I should be relevant in December. look. As a Falcons fan, the answer is no.
The answer is no. It'll be a sad face for Washington fans for a long time.
Yes. Just want to be relevant again. Look, all right, we're moving on. We got one more thing, and look, we couldn't go an episode without talking about it. Apparently, love is love. We know tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Did we get the ending we wanted for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? I will go first. No, because I wanted to see a proposal or I wanted to see a total breakdown. I thought when Travis shoved Andy Reid, we were going to see that breakdown, but apparently it did not happen. Janae, what do you think?
That's what you was hoping for, Sean. What you're so bad.
Come on.
I think what happened was what we knew was going to happen all along, my delusional friend over there. They greeted each other with some smooches. She got back on that plane and headed back over to Tokyo for a tour, man. I mean, what more can you want, Sean? He wasn't going to propose. It's too early. And from the looks of it, she's dead in love. So she ain't going nowhere, Sean. It ain't happening. The demise will not happen.
Okay, hold up. All right, I know we're in a modern day where the woman can earn more than the man, but when the woman could buy a whole country, there's going to be a little bit of disparity there. If Travis isn't playing anymore, making his measly couple million, all right, how long is she going to put up with that? That's all I'm saying.
My question is, would you take that couple million? Would you take Taylor Swift money?
Yes.
So let the man be, man. Let him be
I will
free.
shake it off every day.
Let him be free, man. I'm hyped for him. Sean is just hating. He don't want to see the love, romance. He don't want to see that. He wants Travis Kelce to go down. There's an ulterior motive. So let Travis, you be happy, man. Be happy.
But I agree with this, Delilah. It's not romantic if everybody knows proposals imminent.
Bingo.
I get it. Now, see, this is the problem. Now he's going to be around for all this time. So now we're still in suspense. They still have our attention, Janae. The season is over. The season wasn't even enough. Now they have our attention in the offseason.
Sean, you sad? You sad?
I am.
It's okay.
I needed a conclusion.
Sean, we're going for the perfect love story. It's just not right this second. They're not going to propose yet. It's going to be a special something later, but I'm happy how it went down. I'm happy.
Oh, goodness. Nicole, wait a minute. Casey is going to play against New Orleans next year in our schedule, and we will win. Does that make me crazy?
Woo!
You know what, Nicole?
Let's go.
I will. Yes, I will get
that make me crazy.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
Nicole, you know how to bring us into our segments, right? You already know what time it is on this show. You already know what time it is, Sean. Let them know what time it is.
Oh, you already know. Hey, real quick. Hey, new era. Maybe she'll propose.
Nah, I hope not.
We'll see.
I hope not.
We'll see. I was about to say. Let me get a little something. Look,
what time
it is.
I would like to see him do his thing. Yeah, I want to see him do it.
I agree. But look, you know what time it is. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy. You already know, does that make me crazy? Me and Sean look like totally normal people with normal brains, But it looks like people actually think that we got a little crazy in our brain. So, Sean, what is your first? Does that make me crazy?
Ladies and gentlemen, we know there's a lot of these great quarterbacks, the Patrick Mahomes, the Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens. They all seem to be in the AFC. We know that. It's all good. Right? But I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There is a quarterback that is coming up. He's coming up on the right side of the mountain. My guy, look, my guy is in a division that's slowly rising, but still might have a little bit of time, and there's time for him to step up. He's got the youngest team in the league. He put 48 points up in Jerry World, and I'm going to say it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers will be your 2024 NFL MVP. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy. Sean, that does make you crazy. That does. You know, that his name wasn't in the names that we were talking about for the MVP this year, okay?
I believe it. New Year's.
All right, Sean. You know what? I'm going to say it. It has to be said. I am going to be the one to go ahead and put the prediction out there that the Kansas City Chiefs will three-peat next year and win the Super Bowl for the third time in a row, which has never been done. Does that make me crazy? That make me crazy.
Wow.
Three-peat.
History.
Three-peat.
Well, Janae, I'm gonna say I'm not betting against it because I'm not betting against anything that Patrick Mahomes
Mahomes place
is
your bet
involved
now. They're doing bets already for next year.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been here before. We know how we like to do. It's been a long time coming. But I know a change gonna come. I had to bring it back. It's coming, Janae. Because every year in a certain division up east, see, there seems to be a team that will come out the woodworks and win it. And there's never been a repeat winner. And we know Philly got it done. We know this year Dallas got it done. But they're the team that's on the horizon. There's a team that's ready to make things happen. 2024, your NFC East Division champions will be the Washington Commanders. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy. Sean, you're nuts.
Yep. Let's go. Let's go. It's our time.
You are
by process of elimination.
Can you guys believe this, guys? All right. Well, we can go ahead and call it a day. My boy is loony. Loony.
Let's go.
All right. I'll reel it on home here, okay? Because we got to be realistic. You know, there are a whole bunch of dynamic quarterbacks getting ready to be drafted in the draft. And we're all excited about who's coming out and how it's going to play off with the first through 5 seeds in the NFL. But I'm just going to let everybody know, no matter who you get, none of the quarterbacks that come out this season will have any success and be less than five wins only at the top. So no victories for any quarterback coming out of the draft. Does that make me crazy? That make me crazy. None of them.
Saying nothing?
All of them
after
flopping.
we saw with CJ? You don't think we get nothing out of these guys?
All of them flopping. At least for year one.
Okay. I can see that.
I only say that because your team's probably going to get one. So
I knew it. I knew there was an ulterior motive there. See, just what I see. I tried to lay off your team, but I see I got you.
Never, my brother. Never.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys watching us and sticking around. Mr. Figure said, real talk, that's not far off. I think Caleb is too inside his own head.
Ooh. See? All that yip yap he be talking.
Yeah, and Penix is my age. Yeah, he's about 30. He up there. So,
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. I'm eager to see. But if we get a quarterback, he gonna be all right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, here we go. They've been saying that for years. Be aware. They've had like 14 quarterbacks in 10 years. You just gonna be a number, brother. If you're going to Washington, you're just another number.
25 in 20 years. Okay, so we're going for number 26. Here we go. Yo, we got to go to the final segment, the longest running segment on Let's Talk Football, the Down and Dirty, baby.
The Down and Dirty, man. One of our favorite segments because this is our longest running. We've been doing this ever since we started the show, where we're going to basically tell you guys something about love, some inspirational, something that you're going to feel good to get you through the week, or something we're going through, or whatever. Just something on our minds, man. That's what makes the show so special. Sean, what is your Down and Dirty, baby?
Yo, love is love is love. Love isn't always the physical, intimate touch that bring you in, the kissing, the hugging. You know, tomorrow we know it's Valentine's Day, so the flowers, the roses, the dinner, the taking you out, all that stuff, all that is great. And I am not saying don't do that. In fact, I'm reminding you to do that, because if you don't, you could be in some hot water. I'm reminding myself as well. But part of what love is also the love that you have for those around you. Love is when you go out of your way knowing you're tired to do that little bit extra, because you know that's going to lighten the load for your brother, your neighbor, your sister, whoever it might be. Love is when you might be frustrated or you might be angry with somebody and wanting to say something. You hold that stuff in because you know that it's not worth it. It's not. You think better of it. You love the person. You love the. I can talk about it in all different ways, but I just want to emphasize the fact that when we share and do all this stuff to y'all, when y'all listen back and continue to come back week after week, year after year, that's love. We feel that. We feel it every day. And so we don't count it a crime to sit there and come back to you and make sure that we are back. Make sure that we are hitting up-to-date stuff and talking to you about all this stuff, because in our heart, this is what we love. And part of our love is to show it and share it with everyone.
Come on.
So what I say is share that love, whatever it is. Kat always says, don't yuck in my yum. Part of that is being able to share what you love with somebody else, because that makes you happy. And now I want to include you in that. So just love, open up your heart. Definitely remember significant others and spouses tomorrow for sure. And the rest of the week. But show love. Even if it's, seeing that guy cut you off and you don't flick him off, you just kind of smile and keep it moving. Show that love, because trust me, you show love, love will be shown in return. So,
man, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go. Sean, you hit it right on the money, man. I think you was down my lane, because that's basically the same thing that I was going to say. Y'all know I'm on my inspirational quotes in the morning.
Come on.
And if you don't do it, I highly recommend it. Look up inspirational quotes. Read it to yourself. Before you start your day, get up in the morning, look at your inspirational quote. I'm telling you, some of these are perfect to start your day.
Get that last one, the ones you did last week. Broken crayons, still color. I listen to that every day this week. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, they are really good to get your day started. This morning was exactly what Sean was talking about. It says, try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Yes.
Right? Because it's hard. Everybody goes through, Sean. Like we nobody is invincible to trouble or heartache or sadness. Nobody doesn't have. We all have feelings, but I really want us to really try, because we never know what somebody's going through. You could talk to somebody every single day and have no idea what they cry about at night. You know,
Right.
you could talk to somebody every single day, but have no idea of the stresses that they go through. But I want us to be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. So always be a person of kindness. Always be a person of love. Always be a person that you would want to look at and say, that's a good person. Because you can be somebody's rainbow on a bad day. And I don't know about you guys, but when you have rain and the rain is finally over, but you get to see that rainbow. Like, it may have been a bad day with all that rain and all that craziness, but you look and there's that rainbow. Be that rainbow. Stick it out with people through their hardships, because sometimes I know it gets stressful worrying about what everybody else is going through, but being a good friend. Sean mentioned about being a good friend a couple weeks ago, and it's a real true statement. He was a rainbow for somebody on a cloud day. Yeah. Be that person, because I promise you, if everybody takes that nugget to try to be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud, the world will be a better place. The world will be a better place. And I don't know about you, but me and Sean, this is our goal for life. Yeah. Just to make everybody feel good. This game of football brings everybody together and makes them feel good. We try to be a rainbow in somebody's bad day. So if you remember anything, remember just to be a good person. Because I promise you, it'll just make everybody, it'll make everything a great place. It'll make every aspect in life good for you if you just be good to other people. So that's what I got.
There it is. No, I like that. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Season 6.
I can't believe it, Sean. I can't believe it. Season 6, ladies and gentlemen, is in the books. You guys have witnessed it. Now, we don't want you guys to get sad. There are plenty of other shows. Trust me, plenty of other shows on this Let's Talk Football Network. But I like to give my brother a break. He is a full go, 5-6 days a week guy with different shows. And I know that he needs a show to drop off just for a little bit so he can have a day, some more time with Kat. We all promote him having an extra day of being with Kat until we start in this season 7, which is going to come back to you even better than ever. Yes. We want to just sincerely say thank you to everybody who has tuned in on this show, been a super supporter. We could not do the show without you. What you think, Sean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We appreciate y'all. We adore y'all. Y'all are the reason why we keep coming back with new, different, exciting stuff. We know y'all love the energy. We know you love the different guests that we bring on. And hey, next year, we want to step it up even more. If you want to be on the show, hit us up. Definitely come hop on the show. Give your 2 cents. Speak your mind. Or if you want to give a down and dirty, does that make me crazy? Go do that as well. Because football, like Janae said, football is, that's the vehicle that got us in the door. But what we want to do is make everybody feel good, feel at home, feel open to be able to talk and just let's talk. Let's talk football. Let's just talk. Let's go.
Let's go. So you already know what time it is. Never fret. We coming back for season 7. We may have a special episode for, the draft. We always got to have, just a special little something for the draft. But till then, you guys will see us August preseason, baby, for season 7. We cannot wait to see you. Tell us all about what's happened with you on the off season, what's happened with your team. Remember, we coming back, so do not cry, because I'm getting ready to cry right now. I love my boy.
No. Don't cry. Don't cry. Because look, brother Deacon, Anthony Handy Fingers, he reminded me that sometimes we got to go to the scriptures, see, and the scripture says the race is not given to the swift.
Is there
the battle to the strong, but to those that endure.
Anthony,
our time is coming in 2024.
Anthony,
let's go.
I'm going to get you.
We win in the race.
We got to get out of here, everybody. We love you guys so much. And until season 7, I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Can't wait to see y'all. See y'all later. Have a great one.
Peace.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The Lions. Cheers. The Lions. New man losing so fine. Kirk Cousins. Woo!
All right. I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.